All right, the following are some exercises you can do a few times per week for the management of your right hip. First, we're gonna do is we're gonna lie down. And while lying down, take your right leg and cross it over your left knee and just slowly rock your knees towards the left side until you feel a nice stretch on the outside of your right hip. Hold it there for a few seconds and then come on out. Complete that exercise for 5 seconds, holding for a nice stretch, and try to complete 10 or 12 times. You can do it the other side as well, but it's more important that you do it on the right side. Exercise number 2, lift your legs up, keep your back nice and flat against the ground. If you need to exhale to make that happen, that's fine. So let the air out, make your back nice and flat, and then slowly just drop one heel down towards the ground at a time. When you're doing that, you're trying to keep your back flat the entire time. The longer you kick your leg out, the harder it's going to be. So I would say for the first week, just keep your legs nice and close to your body. Make sure you get the exercise done. And also make sure that when you do it, your leg doesn't turn out to the side. Try to keep your foot and your knee nice and straight while you do that exercise. Next exercise, we're going to lie on your left side and you're going to take your long foam roller. I'm going to use my shorter one here because it's what I have at home. But for you, I get one of the longer ones on Amazon so you can support your knee and your foot. While you're laying on your left side, push your right knee down on that foam roller and then pull your hip back. Excuse me. So we're going to push the knee down into the foam roller and then pull the hip back. The idea behind this is we're trying to drive that femur, that thigh bone, back into the socket right where your back pocket would be. We're going to try to do this for about a minute or so. Some people feel like it's easier to pull their thigh bone backwards if they exhale while they pull back. Really make sure that you're not twisting your back when you're doing this exercise though, okay? And for that exercise, just try to work on it for about a minute or two. Next thing we're going to do is while lying on this left side, I want you to lift your right leg up as high as you can without kicking your leg forward. So if you're kicking it up but also forward, it's not really what we're looking for. What I'm trying to have you do is kick your leg straight up, almost as if your heel is dragging against a wall. So just slowly kick that leg up until you can't go any further. Hold for a second or two, and then back down. This one should be driving that femur in towards your groin. So instead of having that bursal kind of pain on the outside, it should be driving it inside the joint. And that increased strength is really what we're looking for, so you feel like you can move a little better throughout the day, all right? If you want to do that exercise on both sides, go for it. And I'd say doing that exercise for 12 to 15 reps would be a great idea. Okay, got it. Next exercise. While still on this side, we're going to take your foot and try to drive straight down away from you. So if you're thinking about the flat part of your foot, I'm trying to get towards that wall over there. And I'm going to simultaneously reach my top arm towards the other wall. So I'm trying to separate this part of my hip joint. So instead of my hip being kind of hiked up, I'm trying to drive my hip away and my foot away and my hand the opposite direction. Holding that stretch for 5 seconds and then back, okay? So the idea behind this exercise is your hip likes to hike a little bit on that right side, and we're trying to drive that hip down and relax all that tissue. All right? Now we're going to stand on up, and I'm going to have my right foot in front, left foot behind. So I'm in a staggered stance here. I'm going to turn my hips a little bit towards the right side, and I'm going to reach down towards my right knee by pushing my right butt bone backwards. I'm going to feel a stretch in my right hamstring, right glute, and then stand back up. So hips are turned a little bit towards the right. I'm bending over my waist. My back stays straight. I'm pushing back by pushing my right hip bone backwards, and then I stand back up. If you want to do this on both sides, you totally can, but it's more important that you do it with your right leg in front, nice and slow and controlled, 12 times total. Finally, we're going to go all the way to the ground. I'm going to kneel in front of a table, right? I'd also say to get a nice thick pillow underneath your knee, or you can roll the yoga mat Couch cushion works great too. You used my stability pads in the clinic. They're awesome too, but I don't want to make you keep buying things on Amazon. And from here, what I want to try to do is I have my right leg in front. I'm going to put my left hand in front of my right knee. I'm going to bend over, push my right butt bone backwards, and then stand up. So right butt bone goes backwards, back into that socket, and then I'm going to stand up. You'll also notice that I don't shove my knee forward here, right? So I'm not doing this exercise as a knee bending forward exercise. I'm trying to drive the hip back and use this hip joint to help me up, all right? For that exercise, if you did it for around 2 rounds of 3 to 5 reps with your right leg in front and your left leg in front, that's great. And that is your program. If you could do this exercise a few times per week, it'd be awesome, and I'll see you next week.